keeps my drinks cool, but no longer, cause baby, you melt.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jaye, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, author, businesswoman, sizzling, sexy, simply E. Hey E, how you doing?
I'm wonderful.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It ain't no sunshine. Welcome back to the J Spot, you guys. Thank you so much for joining.
She has some edibles during the break.
Can I get one?
We ain't got none.
Right, we ain't, no, I ain't got no, you
I
know,
ain't got no edibles.
that's just, I'm a good luck charm right now, so I'm feeling that's that embalming. Well, let me stop, So sitting next to Sizzling Sexy Simply E, we have our guest for tonight, talented artist, Mr. Scoop. How you doing, Scoop?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. Now, first of all, how did you, the name, help me with the name. How did you get your name? Was it something as a baby or how did you get your name?
Actually, I got that name in high school. I used to play football, and I came from, it's the West Coast a little bit. So like when I got from the West Coast, came to Chicago and played football, we got in a lot of team fights, and then they called me Scooty. They're like, we gonna call you Scooty. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I guess I used to scoot around and just move around a little bit. So that's probably why they call me that. But I just shortened it to Scoop because Scooty reminded me of like it brought me out of my adolescence, and now I'm an adult. So I kind of just adopted the name and just used it as my little, my little AKA, my little alias.
Okay, that's talk about some of your musical influence.
Oh man. I do love Michael Jackson, But as far as hip hop goes, I was a huge Tupac fan, still a huge Tupac fan. Chicago music, Twista, Do or Die, Common, Kanye West, Jay-Z, even Eminem and 50 Cent. I'm just a huge fan of hip hop as a whole, honestly. Like I love hip hop. Like I study it. That's just something I love doing.
Okay, so now tell us a little bit about your musical style, because I understand that you're a vet.
Yeah. Actually, I served 11 years in the U.S. Army. I retired a couple of years ago out the Army after serving multiple combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. So yeah, I just pretty much just got started, took it seriously a couple of years ago with the music stuff. And pretty much, just 10, 11 years in the U.S. Army, did a lot of combat tours. And the album pretty much is it's called Welcome Home. It's actually about my time in service and also getting myself reintegrated with civilian life, because that was a huge challenge for me, is coming from being someone that was important to being someone to where I had to refine and redefine myself and find myself again, Now,
and how is it just for day-to-day life? I know also, with ranking and things, but just day-to-day life, like you're no longer on a battlefield, kind of, so to speak, because these streets in Chicago, I don't know which one you would think is better to, being in combat or these streets. I don't know if there's honestly, really a big difference.
Honestly, I don't choose either or. I wouldn't recommend either or. I wouldn't be on the streets. I was in combat. It was a choice because I signed up. I didn't have any direction when I was younger, when I got in the military. But I would recommend anyone going to a war zone or the streets. I don't think, for me, it was something that I chose because I didn't have any direction. But I'm happy I did it, though. I don't regret not doing it, though, because I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot from, just dealing with regular people, and then people that really don't have much at all, and then extreme thinking people that just don't want you there at all. Like it's one thing when I think y'all probably heard Cat Williams say this joke before in 2006. We had was it Pimp Chronicles or something like that? He said these people want to kill you. They killing themselves to kill you. Mm-hmm. When you fighting terrorism, you're not fighting people. You fighting the idea. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you coming from it's all mental. When somebody fighting you over a belief, they're not fighting you over because they don't like you. They just fighting over something they believe in, the idea of something, the idea of this, or the idea of my family couldn't take care of. They pay people just to do the things they did in Iraq and Afghanistan, as far as the The insurgents go, they took care of their family, and they was promised 72 virgins. I don't know how you gonna break your virginity in heaven, but I mean, I'm good on that. Like I I really just have one virgin, honestly. I'm good on that.
She
Like
got to be a virgin.
she ain't gotta be one. She can be.
Wow,
She has some
okay, yeah,
experience. I like experience too. You can have experience, but
they done been popping that thing. I'm just saying. But you said something key. You didn't know, like going into the service, you didn't know. What word of advice would you give to someone? Because I know graduation season will be upon us very shortly, and a lot of people are thinking about sending their kids to the military because they're promised this. Oh, I pay for education, and you'll be. I got my son out there. He was talking about. I said, listen, keep on talking about the military and what they do, but there's a lot of misconceptions. Can you kind of clarify some of those?
for sure, yeah. My job I joined the U.S. Army. My job in the Army was an infantryman, so I was actually the weaponry guy, the guy that went down, kicked down doors. That was my job. However, there's other opportunities that you have in the military. You don't have to do infantry. You can do human supply. Exactly. You do supply. Was that 92? 92? Yep. You could do human resources. You could be a dental assistant there. You could be a doctor. You could do so many different things. It's not just all combat oriented. Everything is support of it, of the infantry, but as a whole, they got so many different jobs and careers that you can bring over from the military to the civilian sector, and you could be very successful. Plus free schooling. They pay for your school and they give you a stipend while you actually going to school. So you make money just to go to school. So it's like it's a win-win. You don't lose. It depends on how you look at it. I didn't lose anything. I gained a lot. I mean, I went through my hardships returning, and now I turn doo-doo into sugar.
Where'd you do your boot camp at?
I did my boot camp in Fort Bend in Georgia.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. It was them fire ants ain't nothing. I'll tell you that. They will bite you and you will get your hands to swell up just as fast as you get bitten. So
your basic was that, I mean, not your basic, your AIT was that
Fort Bend in Georgia too.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I did an OSIT training where it was one station unit, 14 weeks straight. From there, I came back home. They sent me to Iraq 6 months later after I returned home from basic and AIT, and from there I just kept going.
Really?
Yeah.
How long did you stay overseas?
I was in Iraq for 18 months. I deployed with Alpha 178 Infantry, attached with the 50 Deuce of 101st Airborne Division. And then Afghanistan in 2008 to 2009, I was actually assigned with a brigade, but then they separated us, and then I got attached with a Canadian SF unit, Special Forces unit out of Canada, and yeah, Afghanistan was definitely Afghanistan, and I learned a lot. I prayed more there than I did in Iraq. Iraq was like a vacation to me, but Afghanistan, man, I was whoo. Man.
So now, do you still have, like flashbacks and like issues and thoughts of being over there?
I mean, I am diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. That was one of the reasons why I had to retire out the military, because it was very bad. I guess. I mean, to me, I feel normal. That was my norm every day, is to wake up in the HUD, get shot at, get blown up. I was used to that. So it was like when I came home, I didn't know nothing was wrong with me. Like I pretty much took a lot of L's when I came home because I didn't know what was going on with me. I thought I was normal. I thought something was wrong with everybody else, so that's just something I wasn't aware of until I went to a doctor one day, and the guy was like, I think you need to go to the VA. And I went, and that's when I started my treatment. Yeah.
So now tell us, how can we pick up a copy of your project, and how can people follow you on social media?
My project is on every online format. You can go to iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere where there's an online format. You can also go on my website, which is www.scootsme.com. That's www.scootsme.com. And then you want to follow me on Instagram. It's SQOOTY1. Same thing as Twitter, SQOOTY1. Facebook is Street Militia ENT at Facebook.
Okay, you guys, so we'll definitely have that information posted on our page. Follow him. You can pick up the project, and tell us again about some of your musical inspirations, and why is the project strictly about your experience as being in the service? or is
Well,
it a variety?
it's a variety. It's actually it's like of I'm telling the story of both being into the military and then exiting out and transitioning to becoming a civilian again. So like you got songs like Mercenary, and the story behind that was more I was actually coming from the VA. I was angry. I was upset because they denied me my benefits. They was like, we're not going to give you anything. I was like, what? The lady just told me up front. She's like, yeah, we're not going to give you anything. I don't see any records. So I'm like, you don't see any records? I'm like, okay. And I of course I wasn't like okay. I really was upset. The politically correct way to say is upset. But yeah, it was a really really big bull. So I left there. I went to the studio. I actually hollered at Paris Bueller, one of the guys from Bandcamp. Shout out to him. And he played this beat, and how I felt is what I displayed on that track. And then like that's one of the songs I'm talking about my military career. But there's other songs like Higher, where I'm talking about transitioning to being a bigger version and a better version of myself, to not being the same person I was. Because I think we're all like every day we try to be a better version of ourselves, and sometimes we don't even know it. It just changed. That's how you grow. You know what I'm saying? So like it's the album not just about my combat experience, about how I'm transitioning to become a better version of myself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you guys, again, we'll have Scoot's information posted on our page on the J Spot, also on Twitter at J Spot, also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now we're gonna slide on a little bit down yonder.
Come on down.
Listen, come
down.
on. I want you to introduce yourself, tell people what you got going on and how they can get in contact with you. Don't be shy now. Grab the mic.
No, I'm not
You
shy.
weren't shy last night.
Sure wasn't. That's not what you said last night.
I'm Rusty Blade, Urban Grind TV, Epidemic Music. I got a project Outbreak coming out now. It's out now, actually. You got it on SoundCloud. You're going to have it on Spotify, iTunes very soon by the end of the month. I have a website also, epidemicmusic.com is coming out at the end of the month. So it's already there. You can get it, or you can catch me. I still got CDs, even though people don't. I don't have a CD player, man.
Right.
Hand to hand, I got it out the trunk. That's how I did. That's how I learned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got my car. I'm transferring my CDs. I'm looking. I'm like, wait a minute. This is a defect right up in here. Hey, son, what is the CD? Like, oh no, we don't make CD. I said, okay, that's a whole different ball game. But tell us, how long have you been in this game, and what inspired you to become a rap artist?
I've been in the game for a while. And the thing is, when I say a while, I can go back to Sugar Hill gang. So, at the very beginning. Yeah, they don't know Oaktown 357 last night.
I feel like getting loose.
Juicy got him crazy.
Yes. You don't know about that.
Yeah.
You don't know about that.
He's like, wait a minute.
We don't even know. We don't even know about that right now.
Now, I would say Scoop, to me, came into the golden era of rap because the first person he named was Tupac. And to me, that's the second greatest rapper. The first greatest rapper to me ever was Rakim, because without the God MC, it wouldn't have happened like that. Because once he started rapping Microphone Fiend and everything else, he was like, man, can we do that in rap? Because everybody has shiny suits. It was real different back then. And once I saw Rakim, I was like, man, I want to do something like that. And, through trials and tribulations, a group here, a person there, I finally got to a point when I met Wally. And one thing about Wally, he's a doer. There's nothing that can't be done. He's going to ask you, hey, how do I do this? You slow drag, that's all right. By the next week, it's up and running. So that's one thing. I surrounded myself with people who are go-getters. Let's do it. Let's do it. Don't wait, because what you waiting for? Time will pass you by. And then once I got the project, it was, okay, now we finna do these shows. Once I started doing the shows, okay, now we finna do this website. Oh, you got it out on this platform. You got to have it everywhere. So that's what I did. I dropped the project in March, and I'm performing it. I got to get cleaner versions, because I just dropped it raw. But the cleaner versions are coming soon. By the end of the month, everything will be out, up and running. And that's what influenced me to do rap. I seen Rakim and it's like, man, I want to do that.
Now you said something so key because I have, I gave birth to somebody. He's sitting out there and he, he would often tell me, oh, this person, is the best rapper. So he showed me some little boy that looked like he was a Skittle. I mean, he got little Skittles for his teeth and little Skittles. Yeah, you sleeping on him, Ma. I said, I told him, I showed him right here. He's like, what's that? Mark? I say, this is a stretch mark. Don't you ever come and bring me somebody that I got stretch marks older than they are, and you telling me that they the greatest to ever do it. I say, honey, I've been PMSing longer than this boy been talking. Get out of, listen, you all know how I am, so I'm like, I respect his craft or whatever, but he ain't been breathing long enough for you to even say he the greatest. He ain't been through nothing. No. He still got pimples.
Well, see, the thing is, as a younger person, we gotta, what people don't understand, we gotta respect their music.
No,
because
you got no.
Okay, I'm going to say this.
Music, yes, but don't come to me with that garbage. That how about? Hey, what is he talking about? Like, music is universal,
right?
That's true.
What they got going on, I can't even understand. How is it music?
They speak a different language,
right? That's all it is.
That's all it is. They just speak a different language.
Right.
Like, that's like
because.
Go ahead.
That's
like, when I first started, when I got off active duty and I came in 2012, and that's when the drill thing was big, where you had Lil Durk, and I've actually been around Lil Durk and his people and stuff like that. And drill music was new to me, but I was already making it a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that those guys was talking a different language than I was. I was talking about military stuff, and they was talking about stuff that's going on in the streets where everybody else can relate to as far as their demographic goes.
And see, I think what I'm talking about is you're talking, the message may be different, but when you're speaking, you can enunciate. I can hear and understand. I can see the picture that you're painting.
Right.
But when you, what the heck? I'm thinking, where's Scooby Doo? It's ridiculous, you guys. And then they put the little auto. Listen, I just want to be able to hear what you're saying. I don't have to agree with what you're saying. I don't have to like what you're saying. But can I at least understand what you're saying? I'm just like, okay, listen, turn this bull. Listen, I got a headache this big, and I need an exaggerant because you got this stuff, and then you want to blast it in my. I swear I will crash this car with you. So that's what I'm referring to. Again, I gotta understand. I can, even if you don't understand, you don't agree with what Rakim was saying, or you don't agree with what Lil Wayne or Drake, you can understand it.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying is you can understand it. So if you're going to play me some stuff and you're going to say that it's music and then all I hear are sounds, the whole track is sounds, you have not said not one complete sentence. I have not heard you articulate. And I personally can't do it. Now I know I'm showing my age. It's okay though. But you guys are talented and I can rock with it. So again, please tell people how they can get in contact with Rustic Blade and how they can pick up your project.
Again, the project is on SoundCloud and that Piff right now. It will be on my website, epidemicmusicgroup.com, and all streaming sources, Spotify, iTunes, by the end of the month. So by the end of January, it will be there, and you can reach me on Instagram at RUSTBLADE, at Twitter, RUS_T_BLADE. Facebook, that's private.
Really? Now you want to get all technical and everything.
You need a space for yourself because I might want to bash somebody that you don't agree with.
Well, we're going to take a short musical break and we're going to play Scoot's music while we take this break. And when we come back, you guys, we're getting into our topic tonight. We're talking about cheating.
Uh-oh.
You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Hey, you got to move. Yeah, go on, groove how you want to groove. Bad chick, she a bad. Yeah, go ahead, she can have. Go ahead, you can stab. Yeah, left side, right side, on the right, all night. Yeah, she gon' pop that. Little nigga don't knock that. She gon' pop that. Little nigga don't knock that. She gon' pop that. Little nigga don't knock that. She gon' pop that. Yeah. Yeah, she going. 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 Jump, ratings, fly masturbators, procrastinators, and making things complicated. These they like this. Woman get high for real. All white, shaving no cool whip. Go so hard, like she gon' pop that. Little don't knock that. She gon' pop that. Little don't knock that. She gon' pop that. Little don't knock that. She gon' pop that. Yeah. She going. 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 Only make her come. Yeah. You dumb. You a fool. Run. Yeah. Now make her come. Shorty wanna run. Yeah. Basically shit she gon' stunt. Get up, trip faces, trick places. She gon' pop that, little don't knock that. She gon' pop that, little don't knock that. She gon' pop that, little don't knock that. She gon' pop that, yeah. She going, she going, she going, she going, she going. She going, she going. She going my way, 2 ways, you can come and get it. She going to the crib, cause you know that's how she living. Speaking all day, that's my language, how we did it. And I stick it where I stick it, cause you knocking out your pivot. She gon' pop that, little don't knock that. She gon' pop that, little don't knock that. She gon' pop that, little don't knock that. She gon' pop that, yeah. She going, she going, she going, she going, she going, she going, she going.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, author, actress, businesswoman, sizzling, sexy, simply E. Hey E, how you doing?
Getting smaller.
She's a bad mama jamma. Okay. I saw something about him the other day. I'm going to spread some rumors about him. Next to sizzling, sexy, simply E, we have hip-hop artist, vet, U.S. vet, Scoot. How you doing tonight, Scoot?
I am doing excellent. How about yourself?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. That was his track. Introduce your track and tell them how they can pick it up.
Man, that was She Going. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, every online platform for you to buy music. It's on the album Welcome Home, so make sure you guys get it. It's a great album.
And we'll have that information posted on our Facebook page at the J Spot, also on Twitter at J Spot, also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. And next to Scoot, we have another hip hop artist. These dudes are really, really talented, and they are making me more and more respect the culture, the change of the culture. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna give it to Rusty Blade, because you guys are talented and I appreciate all that you do. So Rusty Blade, tell people how they can get in contact with you and how they can pick up a copy of your project.
Well, I'm still old school. You can catch me. I got it. It's on SoundCloud. It's on that Piff. It's going to be on all social media sites by the end of this month, and you'll find it on my website, epidemicmusic.com.
Again, you guys will have that information posted on our page at the J Spot, also on Twitter at J Spot, also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Now, you guys have a friend, family member, comedian, Corey E. Bailey. We have Questioning the Norm with Corey Bailey. Hey, Corey, how you doing?
First of all, let me say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Corey.
2019, because somebody didn't make it, so we can get it.
Yes.
Yes, Willy Wonka.
Yes.
Willy Wonka. Yes.
How's your 2019 going thus far, Corey?
I started working out, and I'm a trainer. He's killing me every day. So y'all don't ever see me again. My trainer killed me.
So, Corey, you're jumping on the bandwagon of trying to lose weight for the new year as a New Year's resolution?
Hell no.
Why not, Corey?
Because we all know, and let's just start questioning the norm with that right there. Why we always start off the beginning of the year talking about what we gonna do, and then we never get around to doing it? So I'm a firm believer, knowing that that's the devil anyway. How about you make up your mind when you're gonna do something, and you start doing it at that point? I've been working out since 2 months before the new year even got here, but I just got my trainer. But I've been working out.
I'll train you, Corey.
Girl. July comes. I'll be at a party with a turtleneck on. That's all. But I do want to question some normal. One of them is we've just completed the holiday season. So all of the festivities are done with. They're over with. People, their lights, Christmas lights and Christmas trees. My only thing is, I understand that you don't have to take them down right now because you may be lazy. I'm about to run down one year in April. I'm not going to lie. But I got a problem. Why the hell are you still turning the lights on?
Because they like the Christmas spirit.
But they still haven't let it go yet.
They like that.
You don't get your goofy behind out here. I'm here looking at you like, okay, keep turning them on. For the holiday season. Now, that was one question. Now, I'm going to question the norm of something that's very serious. But yet, you know how I do. We've been taught to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get good grades, graduate from college, and then get a good job. Out of everybody that was in the sound of my voice, especially y'all in the studio, I want you to clap your hands if you successfully went to school, graduated, went to college, graduated, and then got a job in what you graduated college with. Clap your hands. Who clapped their hands?
Ezra.
I don't know.
E?
Ezra.
Yes.
Ezra?
Yes.
It's 2019. I'm not going to start the year off getting you. That's right.
You know what? We're going to talk, Corey, after the show. We're going to talk.
No, be quiet. So my whole thing is, now that we're in 2019, for those of us that made it, that program that I just established of going to school, getting a grade, going to college, getting a grade, going to college, graduating, getting a job, that program obviously is not working because I know I'm not the only person that has this thing called student loan.
Yes, let them use you.
I don't know about student loan.
Nobody taught us about student loan.
Right.
They say go to school, graduate. So I want to question that. And then how about this? Nobody told us about financial portfolios.
Yeah.
They told us to grow up and go to school and get good grades. But as an adult, your financial portfolio is what your grade equivalent should be. So if you're getting all A's in school, what's your financial portfolio looking like?
That's true.
He's looking bad.
Absolutely.
So now let's go into 2019 doing something a little bit different. How about you guys do this for me? And I'm only going to tell you this because I started doing it because I'd be doggone if I have y'all doing something and I ain't doing it. That's called a hypocrite. AKA, that's your parents back in the day. Remember, what I say?
You know you're going to get whooped. Ooh, you're going to get beat when you get off. Ooh.
Hey, that's the golden rule right there. You know.
Lead by example.
I'm over that bull crap. So what I want you guys to all evaluate right now, I need everybody within the sound of my voice, and for anybody that's watching this later on, do me a favor. I want you to identify what your passions are. Not what you like, not what you think you like, not what you think you're good at. I need you to identify the one thing that you would do if you could wake up every morning and money wasn't an object and you can do it.
what would that thing be? Because that's what you're passionate about. And then I want you to operate in your passion. Prime example. This is going to be funny. Y'all know, for those who don't know me, I love to bowl. I'm an avid bowler. I literally bowl every day of the week. Don't judge me. Forget y'all. I know I need a job. Comedy is my other passion. So my best friend, Rasheed Phillips, who's been telling me for years, Corey, you have too much respect in the bowling community. You have too many people that know you. You need to make that work for you. So what have I started doing? I started this thing called Comedy and Balls.
Yes, because you got a lot of balls and a lot of comedy.
Yes. I don't know about his balls. I know the comedy.
So what I do is I do a video where I post it on YouTube, and I basically record when I bowl, and I try to make it as informational as possible, because I teach you about the game, but at the same time, it's comedy. I got a bunch of crazy black folks that's with me, and they ignorant. So I just incorporate my two passions, and I don't know where this is going to come out at, but almost Eric Thomas got put on because his videos went viral. So I challenge everybody to question the norm in the sense of do something opposite, because you guys have been doing the same thing for so long and it hasn't been working. How about we do something that we really want to do that's fun for us? And let's see if we can turn that into, I like to go ahead and say it, financial windfall, so we can go ahead and establish that financial portfolio.
And that's what a way to start off the new year 2019. So Corey, definitely post that information on our page, and we're going to have it on our page, and we'll share it on the J Spot, also on our Twitter at J Spot, also on Instagram at J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Corey, tell people how they can get in contact with you.
Well, because I ain't got no job, I'm going to give you my number. 824-6010. I am for hire for anything. At this point, it was just comedy, but apparently y'all need babysitters. Somebody needs clothes washed. Listen, I'm washing cars. I'm selling. I'm just able to cook some sausage and rice and biscuits.
I need a stripper.
At church, I am a gospel stripper.
I strip too.
Yeah.
I strip too.
Call me and let me be booked.
Again, tell them how they can get in contact with you, Corey.
Corey E. Bailey Facebook, Corey E. Bailey Instagram, CoreyEBailey.com is the website. My number is 773-824-6010. And you need to come and get me now before I start giving these Kevin Hart prizes out.
But thank you so much, Corey. You guys will have Corey's information posted on our page at the J Spot, also on Twitter at J Spot, also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye with all three. And that was Corey E. Bailey, comedian, questioning the norm with Corey E. Bailey. Now we question this: cheating. We're going to get right on into this bull junk right here. First of all, what is your interpretation and your definition of cheating, Rusty Blake? What is cheating to you?
Me personally?
Yes.
Well, cheating is a variety of things. If you flirting, you could be cheating. You could have a relationship on a social media platform, and that could be cheating, or you could just physically be cheating. Me, I'm of the ilk of, if you don't get caught, you ain't cheating.
Let me just tell my stuff from last night. Listen, here you go. There you go from last night.
Right there. I'm tell you right there. So, what does cheating mean to you? What is cheating?
Cheating to me is being emotionally involved with somebody else.
Well, that's a good one. Cheating.
I don't know what cheating is because I ain't got caught yet, so I don't know what it is. I almost got caught, but I didn't, so therefore I was cheating.
Now, according to an online source, cheating is having sexual contact with someone other than your partner, or discussing things of a sexual nature with someone other than your mate or your spouse. Now, okay, that discussing, I don't know. What do y'all think about that part? Is that considered cheating if you discussing what y'all gonna do, but you ain't actually did it? Do you think that's cheating?
You see, I'm sucking this little water. Right? I might be cheating on my partner with this water.
Oh, yeah, you cheating.
Yeah.
If you discussing it, that's cheating.
You planning to do it.
You plan, I'm in there.
Right. Now, see, because that can go under, if he talking about some man, please, I'll put you to sleep. You can't put a cat to sleep.
What if he put you to sleep?
Right. But I'm not saying I'm going to put you to sleep, but I just say I can.
I guess that's cheating because the dude is trying to interpret that he can put you to sleep with that wank you want, unless he just feeds you and go put you to sleep. It depends on how you take it.
Right.
That ain't gonna work.
Okay.
It depends if you entertaining it the way you entertain it. You know what I'm saying? Like some people will feed into it, and they'll probably be like, "Oh yeah, really?" You know, and they just start, just trying to see what else the person gonna say. You know, some people they like to just see what you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
And me personally, I mean, I had an old friend of mine that did something like that. She said some stuff, and I was just like, "Look, that's kind of inappropriate." Because I'm in a relationship, so I'm like, "Look, I can't do that. We cool, but you go mess up,
Right?"
Because I know the woman I'm with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she don't play.
Ooh, I know that's right.
Like, she don't like the woman I'm with. She don't play. So I'm like, man, look, you gonna have to say bye bye,
Right.
for real, because
Like this
don't
one
want
right
them
here.
problems.
You don't want, listen, I'm glad you warned her. Now listen, why do some people cheat? Why do some people cheat?
Because the dude got a little winky.
That's
why.
What's a little winky?
2 inches, 3 inches.
That's extremely small.
I've seen it. It exists. You know, like the M&M's commercial when they be like, he does exist. They do exist. That's gonna be my
He was
rant.
like, wait, that's
man.
extreme.
Oh yeah.
That's extreme.
And I know one of them that's got like 1 inch. They got a baby.
Asian?
Oh.
No, he black. And he a Marine. I know you just fell out, man. You just fell out. I know. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I saw that little thimble. I said, oh Lord, they exist like that.
Have you ever watched Austin Powers? Remember he had the little pump?
That pump,
Oh,
baby.
no.
He gonna need
You
some
really,
pumps,
baby.
some
You feel
fairy
me?
dust.
Man, something. Man.
He got a unicorn for real. It exists.
Signed the wrong deal.
So now I've heard this. So what do you guys think about this? Is it cheating if the couple is not married? Because some people say, okay, well, you ain't married, so how can you cheat not married? What are y'all thoughts on
agree
that?
that you all together, then it's still cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally agree. If y'all in an exclusive relationship, if you do anything outside that, man, that's cheating.
Rusty Blade. See, I feel some bull junk.
If you ain't married, then you ain't cheating.
Explain, please, because that's some bull junk right there. But
That is
okay.
bull junk, because you are both truly single. You are
That's
not
true.
unioned in the eyes of God. So you can. The way I look at it is, you have to have boundaries and rules if you're going to do that. I'm not going to cheat on you. I'm not going into a relationship want to cheat on you, and don't cheat on me. But nobody truly knows what their significant other is doing outside of their eyes. You have to respect that and trust that they're not doing anything wrong.
Right.
Because even if they're out there, if a person came to you and said, "Oh, I seen such and such, so and so," rule number one, you never believe nobody outside of your relationship, because you never know what's their reason for breaking you up. Because, all right, that person to me still not cheating. You telling something.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't see it, it ain't happening. Period.
That is.
Oh, I'm so. I don't know if I don't know if I'm that deep, y'all. Because I mean, if I hear it, I'm gonna have to, get to the bottom of it. I'm just like, my spirit will just not rest. I can be dead, and my spirit will come back to hunt. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to find out. You're right when you say, what is their reasoning behind saying it? But my thing is, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what their reason behind saying it. If they saw it, it's true. I mean, if it's true, if it's happening and if they saw it, yeah, what their intentions are behind telling me, I mean, that's a whole different matter. But the thing is, you're still living foul if somebody, legitly saw you. So I don't know. But oral sex is giving oral sex, is that considered cheating? Slobbing on Bob, you down there, visiting South Virginia,
It's cheating.
How is that cheating? And you just not said that if y'all ain't in a committed, y'all ain't married, it's not cheating. But now all she doing is just giving a little extra attention somewhere else to somebody else. Now she cheating on you.
Cheating.
How she cheating? You just said.
But she ain't got caught.
But you just said, if we ain't married and us good, it ain't cheating.
I said there's boundaries in
Okay, so if she give up the nookie and y'all ain't married, then that's not cheating. But if she gives some head away and y'all ain't married, that's cheating.
all of it's cheating if you don't get caught.
Now it's
Yes.
Well,
What about you, Scoop?
it's cheating. It's definitely
you
cheating.
like, I wish she would.
You know, but that's funny because, you know, look, the reason I say that because this morning I'm happy we actually talking about this. If you don't mind me, a few seconds.
We love it.
Like my lady, she, you know, I'm getting, you know, I make protein shakes. So she was like, all right, babe, I'm about to go to work. So I'm like, all right, whatever. She's gonna say, yeah, I want to go to Hooters. She's like, are you gonna go to Hooters? I'm just like, Hooters. I'm like, why the hell I go to Hooters for? And she was like, well, because my cousin said she saw you at Hooters. I'm like, what? I'm like, your cousin? I'm like, I don't even know your cousin. What cousin is? Oh, the girl from last week that you met at my cousin's house, at my auntie's house. I'm like, what Hooters does she work at? Oh, the one in Orland Park. I said, I ain't been in that Hooters over a year and a half. And it's the truth. I love Hooters, but I don't love it that much. They food suck.
Yeah, they food tastes like microwave.
It's nasty. I will go to a Mexican restaurant all
Why
day.
you go to Hooters for?
Cause I wanted some wings, and I came there for wings and saw some tails.
Yeah,
you know?
wings. You ain't seen no tail. They ain't got no tail at Hooters. They got Hooters. They ain't got no. They all flat.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I saw. Okay, well, I saw some. I saw some spines.
Yeah, you saw.
So was this cousin lying? Were you actually at the Hooters?
No, I was. That's a sad thing. I'm like, I must got like a lot of lookalikes. I mean, I am handsome.
Yes, you are.
You know,
yeah.
so I give it that. But man, like, I mean, I'm an innocent person in this position now. Maybe a year and a half ago, I'd be like, yeah, I was there, but it's been a whole year and a half. Like, man, this is 2019. You talking about June 2017? I say she must got some real good memory then.
See, motivation.
Yeah.
What is her motivation?
So now, is receiving oral pleasures, is that cheating?
No,
I ain't did. No, I'm just sitting back
that
reading
is
the
not
book.
cheating.
Is
No,
that cheating?
no, because I'm not making
Come
that
on,
person
'cause
do nothing.
What? Go ahead.
You allowing it.
I'm not. I was asleep.
How?
I fell asleep on the couch
Stop
and
playing.
somehow
No,
my
we don't
hands
play
fell
sleep.
down.
You grown.
Listen,
Yeah, look.
I
Grown
fell
folks
asleep.
don't play sleep.
My pants had fallen down up off of me while I was asleep on the couch, and then
Ooh.
something wonderful had to come along.
Okay.
Oops.
Wait, praise him. Okay. Yeah.
I guess the next question would be, how did you get there?
Huh? I was driving. I was tired.
Oh.
And everybody know that I be tired when I be driving, so they don't want me to wreck no more. So they just be like, "Edge, come on to the house." And I said, "Oh, okay, I'm right here. Sure, let me go inside and go to sleep."
So what about you? So is it cheating, Scoop?
Yeah, it is. It's still intercourse with somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
of course, ain't
it
nothing
is.
entering. It's
It's
all
right.
just on surface.
it's oral though.
It's on surface.
Like you get somebody else's saliva,
It's on surface.
unless they got like what do you call them, dental grams or
Dental-
something? Like,
dental dams.
Dental dams.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you got, but still, that's
Okay.
still. I mean,
So they put a dental dam down there.
oh man.
What about you, Rusty Blade? Is it cheating?
Yeah, see.
Why?
You gonna be in
Because you are receiving pleasure from another
Someone else.
person.
Exactly.
You can pleasure yourself.
Mm-mm.
Get a cat, get a dog, and not in that order.
Pornhub.
I don't want no
Pornhub.
cat licking on me.
Because I ain't want you to live.
Pornhub.
Right.
No,
It's a Pornhub.
no.
Look, let me tell you something. If you go to somebody's house and all of a sudden your pants and stuff fall down, that's rape.
That
It was a
asleep.
mistake.
How's it a mistake?
No
You just
mistake.
fell on it.
No, see, he right
just
there.
fell back.
When I fell asleep and I woke up and I said, "Oh, what are you doing?" He said, "I tripped and fell." I said, "Oh, okay, it's okay." Let me go
Oh,
back
so
to
then you allow it.
I mean, I didn't allow. I want to go back to sleep, so I'm gonna help you go ahead and go back to sleep because clearly this is helping you sleep.
Well, that ain't
And that's a
enjoyment.
good
If you
friend.
sleeping
Well, that is
through
good
it.
cardio.
You see,
Good cardio.
Good
It is
cardio.
Good cardio.
Good cardio.
Abs, core. I
Yes.
do it all the time.
Yes.
You gotta work
burn-
with
I
it.
burn-
You can't be sleep.
I burned 2 inches off my waist doing it. Trust me.
Yes.
Hey, Brandy Love. Hey,
I said it. You saw him
California.
last night.
How you doing? Listen, you all now look. This look.
Oh, it was wonderful. Now, if
Listen.
you down there too long, then I know something. I know what you're
They
working
got
with.
lost.
No, you ain't get lost. You down? If a dude is
Can't
my
find
philosophy
my
is
way.
this. If you down there for more than like 20 minutes,
Oh no.
if you that I know that your package is tight.
You ain't lying, bro.
You ain't got lockjaw. You have to make up for what you lacking on. I'm just because I've been through it too many. Listen, I done seen it. I'll be like, that's why you was down there for so long. You strike again, little man.
He must have kept his pants on the whole time, huh?
Yeah,
That's what happened.
oh, you see everyone to see the package, you know,
Got a little shy little fella, huh?
they don't be putting their little jogger pants. Yeah, right. They'll put their jogger pants on around me because jogger pants tell all. You know, they be like, I'm gonna just hold this little secret.
Just touch it and grab it.
I tried, but when I touched it, I just fell off their leg. You know, when you hit the bump, you just fall. I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? I said, okay, I got you.
I think that's why my girl be on my butt because I wear sweatpants all the time. So she's like, no, take it out.
Yeah, you in the beer game.
You can't be wearing it outside.
Hey, beard.
Yeah, my beard long too. They're like, oh man, he got a long beard. I get it now.
So now with cheating, what effects does cheating have on the person that's been cheated on, if any?
I think it creates some type of insecurity, self-worth, trust. You definitely lose trust, you know, especially if you guys had an agreement, because that's what a relationship is. That's if you in a real relationship, you have, you know, there's be some boundaries,
right?
You know, and there'd be a lack of understanding too, you know. So that's just my spill on it.
I mean, you pretty much hit everything on the nail. Anything with a relationship is communication. So if you're going into a relationship, if you want to open a relationship, and you guys mentioned this last night, say what you mean what you say.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta do. Just say, this is what I want. I want to hit it and move on. Give them the option to say yay or nay. Now, if you're gonna sit there and be like, ooh, boo, I love you, then you stuck. You got to follow all the rules and guidelines within that relationship. But if you come in the door, hey, I want this, that person can say, yeah, I ain't feeling it. And you'll find somebody that's with it because she wants the same thing you want.
Exactly.
I don't want you to stay tonight. You got somewhere to go? You need some cash there? You want to call Uber? I got to go to work in the morning. Right.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So that's all you have to do. Fellas, 2019, be honest. That's all you got to do. A woman wants you to be honest. They don't care if they get the decision. Don't take nobody's decision away from them. That's when you get in trouble.
Yes, and that is so true. It's just like you spend all that energy, that time and that energy being deceptive and just all of this stuff. It's just like, listen, if you don't want a relationship,
I'm okay with that.
Man, because you ain't gonna gain nothing out of it if everything goes sour. You just wasted your time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And your energy, like you could have did something else on that one, baby.
Yep. And it's like I say, like you said, so many people are not looking for a relationship. So get with somebody that's not looking for a relationship. Don't go cheating, messing up people that want a relationship, that still believe in love and all this other good fry. You know, don't go messing them up. Leave them alone and go get somebody that's tainted and play games. You know,
why gotta be tainted?
Because you know, some people out here are bitter and don't realize that they are bitter, and they think that their philosophy on life and relationships are just the end all be all, but they don't realize that they've been hurt. And it's like, you just like, dang, who hurt you? Like, you've been hurt real bad for a long time, and you just can't see your way. It's like everybody else is wrong and I'm right. I'm like, oh, okay, well, hey.
Can y'all do a show called Baggage, bringing baggage to the next relationship?
Oh yeah, that's I ain't gonna tell you what it's. Stay posted. Run. Now listen, who at this table gonna be honest enough, that's gonna be brave enough to admit if they've ever cheated? Have you ever cheated?
I ain't got caught. I've cheated and stuff. You know, I've cheated and I've told the person, sat them down and tell them to their face that I cheated, named the dates and everything. They cried. Oh, they were so mad at me. They cried and everything. They in the group too. And what? Because I was like this. Let's just be real. I know you done cheated. He was like, no, I've never stop. Your friend and I already told me. I'm gonna tell you now. Since you done had your turn, I'm about to tell you. I cheated here, and I hit it with a white boy. So that just hit him real bad. And then he broke that took him out. And then he cried. And so I was like, wow.
I'm like, I wonder, was he crying when he was doing what he was doing?
No, he wasn't crying. He was moaning when he was doing.
Sometimes y'all can dish it out, but y'all can't go. Now, Scoot, have you ever cheated?
I'm divorced, so yeah, I have. I ain't gonna stud. Like the chick I cheated with was worth it too. You know, so
hey, that's right, bro. Cheat up, not down.
Hey, exactly. It's no different for a woman. A woman gonna cheat up. She gonna smash up. She's supposed to. A guy, and that's what I think. I think guys should do the same thing. If you gonna mess with somebody that's either on your level or above.
That's right.
Because women gonna do it anyway. So why can't we do it?
And see, and that's real right there. Like I can appreciate and respect that honesty, because a lot of guys they're trying, listen, just put the bull junk out there. Yeah, I cheated. She was worth it. If I can go back, rewind, do it again. Guess what? I'll do it again. I'll do it again. What about you, Wrestler? Have you ever cheated?
Yes, I've cheated before. Not in my marriage now, no, but I've cheated before.
I've never cheated.
Why? What's
God
wrong?
bless you.
I've never, because I'm like, I hate cheating. I feel like it's the most disrespectful crap ever. Like, I'm just like, I don't even have the energy for it.
We're gonna get you a session so you can
Right.
cheat.
I'm just like, I would just leave, because first of all, I'm not good at covering my tracks. I'm good at discovering stuff, but I'm not good at covering what I've said. So therefore, I'm just gonna be honest, and I think sometimes my honesty gets me in trouble.
You ain't got to lie. You ain't just
Don't say nothing. Right. Just sit there.
No, but see, I'm telling you, I'm prone to slip in la la land, and I be thinking about, I'm like, man, I really had a good time with you, Joe. This ain't even Joe.
No, see
what I'm saying? But that's why I know I've never been a good candidate, because I'm like, I stay.
Then get you somebody's name close to what your guy's name is. That way you ain't got to worry about.
This a professional.
His name Joe. Your boo name Joe.
I'm just like, and I'll be thinking about him, and I'm just like, because I know how I am, so I know that I stay in la la lovey dove land, and I'll be like, yeah, man, we had a good time. Wait, you ain't even took me nowhere. So what am I smiling for? Because I done had a good time with this guy. But that's
where you messed up at.
Right. So I can't keep up with all of it.
Right.
So I've never, even back in the day, I've never cheated. Listen, I'll pop up out some bushes. Look, now I'm good at catching a cheater now.
How to catch a cheater.
That's what my ministry is. But as far as cheating, I've never cheated.
You never thought about it?
No, because I leave. It's just too much energy. I break up. I break up. Like I detach. Like once I'm like, right. And I'm good for the you can blame it on me type breakups. I'm good for those. Because when I'm done, my comprehension and hearing stuff, I'm no longer there.
Got you.
And I'm not gonna be rude about it, but I'm just like, okay, this not working. It's me. I'm, whatever you want to say about me, call me this, call me that. It don't matter, but it's over. So now I can go on and be where I want to be and be happy, because I ain't got to worry about.
You won't be happy then too. I'm telling you.
I won't.
I was just the happiest thing. Oh my God.
But then you still got this leech.
I ain't had no leech on me.
It's sucking my energy.
It wasn't sucking none of it. I was just like, let me sit you down.
Okay, well, I got a question then. Who would you deem are better cheaters, men or women?
Women.
Women are way.
Women
better.
are.
Oh, way. All right.
Women are.
It's a woman that
y'all get caught. I think you all get caught because you want to get cocky. No, you want to be cocky in it. When you all get caught, you want to be cocky because you want to try to prove something to her or whatever. And you probably already made herself feel low self-esteem already, whatever. So now you like, okay, and I got caught. She gonna take me back anyway.
Right.
But when she get caught, it's because she chose to get caught.
That's true.
It ain't I slipped up. No, I want to show you that I can do it just like you can. And if she told you, well, I only cheat on you one time, 9 times 10, she done had that dude so long. That's her insurance piece. Always have your piece of insurance.
One that's in the
I believe in insurance.
for you to
Insurance
mess
is
up.
important.
And see, and that's the thing about it. So it's like, especially in this day and age with social media and things like that. I mean, I think that it's fair to say that everybody, I don't think there are any exceptions. Everybody got somebody else is waiting for, like, I'm waiting for dude to just mess up. I think everybody got one. I'm waiting for old girl to mess up so I can slide on in. So why do we act like that don't exist? Like, especially with social media, it's always some sidelines, but you don't have to entertain that sideline.
Right, exactly.
You can acknowledge that the sideline exists, but I'm like, and for me, I'm going to admit there is a sideline. I entertain it.
That's true.
Right.
That's
well,
true.
I said it. Callahan said, real talk, make sure it's worth the risk of losing everything you build or trying to build. Most
Totally
importantly, just keep it 100, folks. Blessings. And then Brandy Love says, cheaters never win.
So now, would you want to know if your mate or your spouse was cheating?
I'm already know. I got the ESPN. I'm a no.
Women do have it.
My ex-husband will tell you if you cheat on her, she will find out. She knows. Because I'll be like, let's go ahead and play confession. And I put my hand up and I'm the priest and you're the parishioner. Go ahead and confess your sins because I already know. I'm telling you, I know.
What about you? Would you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, because if you cheating on me, you might as well. I'm ready to cut ties. Like,
Really, you would break up with her?
Yeah.
Where?
Cause I'm petty.
Hey, that's what's up.
I ain't gonna sound like I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Like if we had an agreement, you say, well, I love you, and I'm like, I love you too, and we like, I'm mocking her, but I'm just saying, like, if we come to agreement and you breach that agreement, it's like a business deal.
Yeah,
it's like, would you go into business with somebody that's gonna cheat you on a deal? No, why not? Why would I take that with me?
Yeah,
like I said, I've been married before. I'm not dumb. A marriage is, a marriage is a business deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like anything in life. Everything is all transaction. When I'm talking to you right now, I'm talking and you're receiving. So guess what? We're actually doing the exchange in something. So that's a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
So anything in life, everything in life is based on transaction. Everything is business. Even though people don't understand it, like I'm not gonna say people overgeneralize it. However, I will say that some people don't get it, that everything in life is based on transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, if you're going to ride this ride and if you're going to make an agreement with me, you got to keep that bond. It got to be, your word got to be bond with me. Because if not, hey, it's not hard for me to go bounce around, but I'm not, that's my thing. It's like, I believe in, if like I told my lady a while ago, I said, if this is it, this is my last relationship. There's no point in me trying no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
Ain't no point of it. It's like, why? I'm old enough to. I know the truth. I know how everything works. I took the red pill. I didn't take the blue one. I'm not Neo. Right. I didn't took the red pill. I had my heart broken. I've been betrayed plenty of times. I know how business work. I have my own business. I see how everything works. It's not healthy to come into the world with a blue lens. You got to be red and red. When I mean by red, I mean you got to take that red pill and just digest it, swallow it. And if you don't digest it right, you're gonna constantly be a victim of the the reality of what things are instead of the things that's in your head. Like, as we grow, since we was kids, we got taught this whole Disney World thing, like princesses.
Everything is perfect.
That's why I reside in La La Land. I stay there, I reside there a lot, But Rusty Blade, would you want to know?
No, I don't want to know, because if you search for anything, you can find what you're looking for. And if you do anything in the dark, it'll come to light.
It is going to come to light. That's true.
So you ain't gotta search it. If a person is living foul, they gonna show themselves. And most times, a person shows you their true intentions when you meet them. So you already know that they ain't the type of person you want to be in a relationship with. You go to the club and this dude got 8 baby mamas, and these particular women not there that night, but then he come holler at you, and then you get mad because, I got pregnant and he don't take care of his child. Well, you knew that in the beginning.
Man.
You knew what you was dealing with. And that be the problem with people. You know what you're dealing with, but yet you won't put blindners on. He not gonna do me like that. Yeah, watch.
You better get them dudes. Better become Sprinkle City. Okay, so I have a question I guess it's more of a battle of this question. Mm-hmm. Could you two, since you're guys, could you deal with a woman coming to you and saying, now, mind you all are single, we're going to play like you're single. Okay. And she's going to come to you and say, I've cheated in the past, but I promise you I won't cheat on you now. Could you take that? And could you, Jay, if you you're interested in this dude and he told you, you know what, I've cheated in the past, but I won't cheat now. Could you?
He cheated where, on me in the past?
No, not on you. He's cheated in the past before. You've heard about her in the streets, whatever. Your friends told you that she cheats, whatever. Your friends have told you, man, dude been out there, he done cheated, woo. But he said to you that he would never cheat on you. Y'all in love. She said to you she would not cheat on you. She's in love with you.
First, I guess I would ask, why did you cheat? What made you cheat?
Right.
I think that I would just go from there. I mean, if you was cheating just because you wasn't done hoeing, and that's what I like to ask. That's what I'm like. Listen, if you're not done hoeing, be honest, because I want to know that. So if not, leave me alone.
That's
just
true.
keep doing what you're doing. If I'm still available once you got it out your system, then maybe we can talk. But there's no purpose in if I say I'm trying to be in a relationship and now you telling me you trying to be in a relationship just because you're trying to get with me, but you still ready to hoe. That ain't gonna make no sense. But if you was just and then it's like if you was just a hoe and you like, okay, I'm done hoeing, I'm ready to be in a relationship. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna have to take that one to God. I don't know about that one, but
Once
it
a
would
dog,
depend.
always a dog. You don't a zebra
Really?
don't change his stripes. I ain't trying to hear that. I'd never give you my all.
But you cheated though.
What, you didn't say that?
But see, that's the thing, though.
No, that wasn't the question.
I know it wasn't a question, but see, you see the double standard though. And wait, go ahead and answer for me too.
You say if
If the chick came to you,
I would honestly, I would date them first. I
You would
will
date-
ask questions because when you date somebody, you actually get to know them and you get to know, their characteristics and stuff like that. So I actually give them a chance to start dating them first. And then if things start, being a little kind of shady and stuff like that, I'd be like, okay, well, this is not working out for me because this situation, I'll bring it to your face and tell you, I don't like that.
yeah,
Right.
That's just how I am. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm anti-sugarcoat, anti-everything. I mean, even you can hear in my music, you be like, this dude is straight up. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'll be like, no, because I know what I want out of life.
Wow, Bill from Urban Grind, his crazy behind is on the thing. He said, "Wait, you ain't done hoeing?" He said, "Once a dog, always a dog."
Right. I mean, I think that's just a very important question to ask both men and women. I think it's just a fair, legitimate question to ask. Like, are you done running the streets? And here's the thing, because if you tell me that you're done, then okay, I'm expecting you to be on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you tell me that, no, I mean, I really don't know what I want right now, I'm going to respect that too. But that's going to make me fall. If I want
back a little bit,
that's going to make me fall back because you are risky. As you said, you're a risky investment for me. If I want something that's stable and something that's honest, I'm going to fall back. But if you telling me, oh, no, I'm done, then, my guards are down. So if you suspected cheating, would you investigate it?
Yes. Listen, if you with me past 30 days, I've done a background check on you. And that's what dudes don't be listening. They'll be paying attention to this show. They be like, I'm gonna just go ahead and date E. Okay. Trust, E already know where you live at. You ain't even got to worry about. I know that in the first week. Trust. And you ain't even gave me your address. I already know where you live at. Trust. I done did a background check if it's past 30 days. I know exactly what you done got into, what you done did, and everything else. I know it already. I paid for background check because if you've made it past 30 days, then okay, you really made it somewhere with me past 30 days because I dump guys in a heartbeat. Everybody know my MO. I will dump you, and I'm okay with that. I can sleep really good at night.
Right, that's good though. That's real good business.
Would you investigate?
Yeah, I mean, my girl investigated on me, and I damn sure investigate on her because I'm like, I need to know some things myself. Like, I was in the military, so I got access to a lot of stuff. So I'll be like, what's your name is?
What's your real name?
What's your real name? Like, I don't want to see your profile name on Twitter and Facebook. No, I will find out everything. You could Google it, and they'll give you a name and everything. But I wouldn't. That's a bad investment. I wouldn't invest in that. If especially if you got a bad reputation. I think your reputation follow you everywhere.
Yes.
And if you go somewhere, somebody keep on saying everywhere you go, and somebody said, "Hey, I know this person. Yeah, I used to mess with that person." I'll be like, "What? Why would you want to be there? Like, who want to be the dude that shrinks like this every time he goes somewhere? Like, he got to shrivel up like a small penis, like a little wiener. Like,
go back inside,
right? Like, no,
he ain't hard no more. He done got soft.
Man, what happened? You used to be the toughest guy in the room, man.
You stepped in some cold water.
Dude, shrivel up like this, like.
I don't even know her.
Rusty, would you investigate?
I'm not looking for it now. Like Scoop say, I've been previously divorced and I remarried. So I hear you, bro, when you be like, "This is it." Yeah, you say that. But if you find a woman that matches your crazy, as I say, y'all gonna rock. And we've been together going on 20 years now.
That's what's up.
You gonna rock with her.
But you ain't gotta get married though.
Here you go with that. There you go. That where's Sean White at?
So you know what? But like for me, back in the day, I feel like I missed my calling as a detective. But
let me tell you, Corey said go into your passion. Corey just said that with his bull.
Drive up and be, just all kinds of stuff. But lately, I'm not even. I'll tell you this: my intuition has kicked in. Now I don't really like, because it's so strong now. I'm telling you, I could be asleep. And I've just woke up like something ain't right. I'm like, oh, there's some bull junk right here. I'm like, and I can't sleep, and it's like I can't let it go. But what I have learned to do is I've learned to resist the urge to go to confirm. But I'm just like,
right.
But I don't know how much longer. I'm gonna be in that deep. I'm gonna be. But right now I'm feeling a little deep. But it's happened several times where I'm just like, yeah, nah, there's some bull junk right here. So it's like I start detaching from the situation, because I'm like, what's done in the dark is gone. Now, all I had to do was just slide on the booth and like, you know what, go ahead on and pull this drive by, like I like to call it. And that's a drive by. That's BYE, because once I see it, I'm telling you, I'm done. I'm done. I'm driving back. But no, I want to know.
My body tells me. My body will tell me. I swear to God, my body is like, women leave a DNA code on you. That's what y'all fail to realize. And I preach this all the time, because when I was 12 years old, I loved the TLC channel, and they just was showing something about everything you want to know. And I was like, sure, let me listen to this. And when that doctor explained about the DNA codes on the male penis, when you put your body up on, if y'all bumping raw, even if you decide that you're going to cheat and use a condom, it's still her scent is not there anymore. So when she gets on you and her body realizes, wait a minute, this ain't me, this some plastic or whatever, but this ain't me, it'll dry up. And so when my body is not tight or whatever, or if I fall in and she done cheated, not really that way either, because it contracted. Yeah, it contracts too. So if it's the week before a cycle or the week after a cycle has happened, her muscle has contracted, so she may be looser than what she was.
Right.
Now you should, if you tap in this for like 2 months straight or whatever, then she should be formed to your penis by now. Oh yeah. So now,
but if you're dipping off somewhere else, then you're not gonna your penis ain't gonna recognize it. Ain't gonna, because
her vagina
you all over the place. So,
but if he's faithful and she's cheating,
he'll know.
Then when he goes inside of her,
it's gonna be loose.
It will be a little loose. It will be a little loose, or it may be too tight. It should fit like a hand and glove. Like literally, if y'all are hitting on a regular, it should fit like a hand and glove, literally. So, but now don't be trying to catch your wife or whatever. Then you're gonna try to kill her and talk about something. He told me these were the signs. You've been cheating, woman. Let me check you out. No, don't do that. And listen, don't try to sue me.
Well, let me give some signs really quick, because we're getting ready to wrap up, on how to know if he's cheating versus how to know if she's cheating. So now here are a few signs that he could be cheating. First, there are changes in his behavior, meaning he's more concerned about his physical appearance, working out, this and that, whereas at first he wasn't worried about none of that. Now he want to look good, he want to leave the house smelling good, he wasn't worried about that. His schedule starts to change. He's working more, but the money ain't equating to the amount of hours that he working. Okay. He seems distracted or distant. Generally, he's attentive to you, interested in what's going on, calls, texts, but then he becomes uninterested, disappearing acts. You can't get in contact with him. He's super busy. Yeah, okay. Changes in the sex life. Perhaps, y'all was getting it in all the time. Now he's too tired, because he getting it in elsewhere. He could be getting it in elsewhere. So, he ain't trying to do it. So that could be some of the reasons that he could be cheating. Now, signs that she could be cheating. She's less interested in sex. She's not as open. Women, listen, when we with y'all, we talk, we want to be all up under you, we want to be lovey-dovey and all that. If she pull all that back, she might be cheating. Okay. She not really that, she ain't there. She's spending a lot of time at work, but she's still asking you for money. She working overtime and da-da-da-da-da. But again, you don't see where all that money is coming in at. And then flat out, she just stops caring. If I could stress anything, that would be the one.
She stops. She usually cooks for you. She stops cooking for you. She loves doing little pop-ups for you, whatever. She pulls all of that back. She's doing that for somebody else.
That's it.
She's doing
once that for she stops caring, once she stops asking where you are, how you doing, trying to figure out, She
It's a wrap.
done.
She already got something investigated. Well, she's into something else.
Or she just done with you.
Yeah.
So those are some signs that he or she could be cheating. So those are that could be. But you guys, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Rusty Bill. Thank
Blake.
you, Scoop. What did I say?
Rusty Bill.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wild Bill.
Okay, wow.
Listen to what she was saying about him. Sorry, Rusty Blade, Scoop, E, and me. Thank you guys so much. You've been listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Good night, you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for hitting the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.